PBs, but I think this will be a pretty good match to see.
Well, Asbo has a PB of 21:44, and Chloral has a PB of 21:38. So this is going to be a very close match, for sure.
All right, this will be nice. So we got some quick timer sync going on, but now the runners are getting started here with Greenwood Village. I don't actually know the route too much in depth for what they're doing for Kart percent, but it will be. I think this will be a really good race.
For Greenwood Village, there's like the strats, like the time trialers use, isn't too different from like what you'll use in balloon races, just because there's only one blue balloon available in that whole track. So as you can see, like Coral just kind of didn't even bother to go for it, but he seemed to get through that area so fast that I don't think it's really required.
Yeah, Chloral is primarily a time trialer, so we'll probably be seeing a lot of time trial similar strats coming out from Chloral, which I think will also help him a lot to get the edge that he needs, just because being a primarily time trialer, it'll help him just to know how to hit boosts without also having to rely too much on the balloons.
Yeah.
So Chloral is coming out with an early, like maybe 1 or 2 second lead going into Walrus Cove.
Yeah, they have decent Greenwood Villages. So for the Kart percent route, they're basically going to be going through a lot of the harder tracks first, and then we get near to the end, it'll be pretty much most of the easiest courses. So there's going to be probably a lot of swing in who takes the lead in the early game, but I think it'll shape out after like the last 4 or 5 races who will come out on top, I believe anyway.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I actually didn't look too much into like what route they use, but definitely like just seeing going from Greenwood Village into Walrus Cove, 2 tracks that I know that I struggle with most of the time in my ATR PB, or just in my ATR runs in general. It's really interesting. It'll be really interesting to see how these tracks end up shaping up for these runners.
Yeah, after they're done here, I'm pretty sure they're going to be going to EP, which is another like notoriously difficult track, and then they'll be pretty much hitting Future Funland after, and we all know how difficult that world is in general.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 118. Wow. That is very tight, and a 120 from us. Those are very tight times. Like even for like top level balloon race players, that's quite good. Like wow. And also, Asbo is also pretty similar to Chloral in terms of like time trials. Like they both have multiple car world records, and they put I think a similar amount of time into Kart percent as well.
Good start for EP for Chloral with a 24 lap 1, and then Asbo getting a 26.60, so still about 2 seconds now, well, probably closer to like 4 seconds now, separating the 2 runners.
Oh, 21-second lap from Chloral, that's pretty strong.
Wow, Chloral is playing very, very strong in this match. This is definitely a lead extension track for Chloral, as we're seeing from just from the lap times.
109.
109 EP.
Very strong. Asbo's not doing bad himself either. Now
114 is still pretty good.
Now we have like SDA, which is like definitely one of the toughest car tracks. It's so difficult to like maintain control on this track without like launching yourself off into the walls or whatever.
Yeah, I definitely have noticed that being a huge struggle for myself, even just in hover percent. trying to avoid the walls and not, and just still trying to keep my speed up while also trying to drive properly. So this will be a track that Asbo could use to make up some ground for himself.
Oh yeah, Space Dust is just so frantic, like for any of the vehicles. So it's always like a opportunity to catch up or fall behind.
So right there, Chloral had a pretty decent sized bonk and then got himself stuck. That'll be a couple seconds right there, because since he got himself stuck, he would mitigate the blue balloon.
And Aswell having not used a blue balloon out of his whole pack, he had a triple boost, but ran into another balloon while he still had it. He's still doing like very tight times regardless. Oh, wow, that drift right into that zipper from Asbo. That was crazy. Holy smokes.
Wow.
Man, these guys are showing like definitely like the next level meta for Kart. Like, wow, a 130 from Chloral, that's pretty strong. I think all their times have been fairly strong. Like, they're on like a ridiculous pace right now, I think. $137.
Now we're at DMC, which, oh my goodness, DMC just gives me PTSD sometimes.
It is, like, I'm pretty sure it's the longest kart track in the game, and it's quite difficult, and because they're in the ILs, they're more than likely to encounter a lot of oil slicks and mines, so hopefully they get lucky come third lap, but they tend to be where they're most brutal. Well, there's one slick on Aspen, but not too bad. I was able to avoid it pretty easy. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Dodge. He's
so
ready.
Many hazards right there at the start of that third lap. But Chloral was able to avoid all of them.
Oh, no. And sometimes they're just in such bad spots that you're pretty much going to hit them regardless. But Chloral got pretty lucky there. Asbo, not so much. $142. It's an okay time.
Now we'll see if Chloral is able to keep up his lead going into Star City. 139 from Asbo for DMC, so he is able to make up about 3 seconds there.
Yes. Star City is another very technical track. Lots of zippers and blue balloons. And we'll see what kind of strats that they use at the end here, because they can chain 3 blue balloons together or just opt to avoid some of them. But we'll see what strategies they do. So Aswell might try the triple single here, or triple. I missed the one. It seems like these two are going to play it differently.
Oh, Chloral accidentally getting an oil slick there. I've definitely done that. That feels bad, man.
Oh yeah, this
think you have the blue balloon, but then you end up getting a green one instead.
Yeah. Star City can also be pretty rough with like slicks and mines.
Chloral now going into SPA with Asbo right behind him.
Yes. So let's see. Coral has about a 13-second lead on Asbo so far. Oh no! He missed the shoot. That could be really punishing if you mess it up.
Alright, so it looks like Asbo is making up a little bit of time. Wow, what that balloon routing. Holy cow!
Yeah, it is a pretty exciting track if you can deal with the shoot in the laser room, because you can string those blue balloons together to like pop through there real quick and launch yourself far into the tunnel. But it is pretty difficult to pull off. So 136?
Finishing up with a 137?
136.
136, okay.
And Asbo is going to finish in a similar time here. 137.
Mic off.
So, Haunted Woods, there's really no difference between balloon race and time trials because there's no blue balloons. The strategy is going to be pretty well the same, except for third lap. It's quite a nightmare to try and work your way through all the PCs if you're like pretty fast.
Yeah. Haunted Woods in itself too, I think it's the shortest car percent track, isn't it?
Shortest car track? Oh, that goes to either Ancient Lake or Jungle Falls. I'm pretty sure it's Ancient Lake. Oh, no worries. I mean, Haunted Woods is fairly short too.
Yeah.
49 from
I think
4.
I like playing Haunted Woods more, so I think my Haunted Woods time is faster than my Ancient Lake and Jungle Falls.
I do enjoy
I like Haunted Woods more, at least from a time trials perspective.
50 from Asbo. Yeah, because like I find like with Haunted Woods, it's more like you just don't want to bonk, and if you don't bonk and you get all the zippers, you play great. You don't have to worry about like the micro play as much.
Right.
Just because you're just so focused on not bonking and whatever.
Winter Plains car I've definitely seen it to be like more deceptively difficult than it looks. Just specifically after that, in this section where normally in Windmill Plain you would go out of bounds, but this, like, if you fall off on that rock section there, that can be, oh my goodness, terrible.
Yeah. With a decent amount of training, it's not too difficult to be consistent through that area. But yeah, there is definitely opportunity to make some like colossal mistakes if you end up
no.
But sometimes that happens just because, you know, PCs get in your way. Some of them have a shield, and you don't have much control once you've launched yourself in the air. Oh wow, Aswell almost like cleared that whole area, almost like right into the tunnel. So Floral finishing with a 133, that is quite strong.
Coral is definitely showing a lot of just really strong play this time around, but so is Asbo. This could still, like, Asbo's not like, it's not like Coral's gotten so much of a lead where it's going to be really hard for Asbo to make it up. There's still quite a decent chance for both runners, for Coral to fail and end up having Asbo come back, or Asbo could just play out of his mind and make up that time.
Honestly, I think they're both playing like out of their mind right now. Like I think they're both on pace for like a low 21. Like they're getting times like I would normally get in my like car runs, and I would play at like a mid 21 level, and they're playing better than that. So it's like I'm quite excited to see how this will turn out now that most of the difficult tracks have been done. 44 from Coral, pretty good. Frosty Village. So these guys are time trialers, so they might try doing that. I think the salt cure jump versus just kind of taking a nice leap in the road area. Oh, they're going. Oh, we got the salt cure. Oh boy.
Nice.
Okay, no, I know Asbo really wants to do it as well, so we'll definitely see that from him too. Oh boy. I didn't quite get it right. It is insanely difficult. Like no RTA runner tries this strat just because it's quite improbable to get it consistently in runs, and you can risk wasting too much time if you constantly mess up that mistake. Oh, at least he kind of catches this wall and ends up back in the wall. Man. It's crazy to watch though. If they nail it.
Yeah, it's super interesting strat.
Oh yeah.
All right, so now Chloral makes his way up to Treasure Caves.
So yeah, Treasure Caves. The big thing with this track is trying to find a good time to use that blue balloon. So some players will use it at the end to try and string between like the early zippers, or they will use it in the tunnel. Either strat is very difficult to get right, but the easier one is to pop the blue balloon in the tunnel and then catch the zipper inside.
Yeah, I usually try and just say because of the level that I'm at, a lot of times if I use that zipper, I'll just fling right into the wall, and then I use my blue balloon to shoot me that last little bit of distance to make sure I'm in the tunnel without blocking on anything.
Oh yeah. So Chloral just got a 40 there, and that's quite a strong time. Like top level plays like 38, 39. So that's quite good. Let's see. Naspo, the decent Treasure Caves, just 4 seconds behind though. Too bad. Chloral here is seeming to get away with a pretty big lead here. He's got about 24 seconds. And there isn't too many, like only Fossil Canyon kind of is like the notoriously difficult course out of the Fossil, or out of Dino Domain. Jungle Falls and Ancient Lake are run pretty consistently by most players. But anything can happen. We'll see.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Both runners having a pretty clean Crescent Island so far.
Much play it like if it were time trials, so they're at home right here. On 107 from Chloral. Pretty good. Let's see how
So now Chloral's going into the final stretch of the Dino Trophy, that just playing up until they cross the line at Jungle Falls just to finish up. But having it through the trophy race just makes it go a lot faster because they need to take out the menuing that's needed.
Yeah. Aspo finishing with a 111. An okay time. Now he's off the Dino Domain as well. At least they don't have to worry about the stress of menuing, because it's always annoying to make a small mistake and it could cost you lots of time like that. Oh, major bonk from Coral there, but he'll finish out with a 540. Let's see what Aspo does here. He has some chance to catch up a little. Oh, I got caught in the grass a little. Coral working on Canyonless, but pretty difficult to do. And Aspo got a 41. Couldn't quite capitalize on that. That's all right though. They're almost finished. Still, both players playing pretty strong. Ooh, I hope Coral doesn't run into that oil slick after putting that down. I always end up making the mistake sometimes. You think you had the blue balloon, but you hit a green and then you end up pressing it by accident. And it's like, oh no. Coral finishing with 107. It's an okay time. Now he's off to the last track. Aspo with a really strong second lap there, low 19. Oh, I couldn't quite get through the pond area. So if Coral plays the rest of Jungle Falls pretty clean, I think he's going to PB here.
That'll be awesome to see.
Oh, he definitely will. If he doesn't make any mistakes on this last lap, he'll PB probably by like 5 seconds.
And we'll wrap it up with a 21:34.
That is a PB for Coral. Nice.
And Aspo, he's going to be finishing with about a low 22, which is still a really good race time.
Yes.
So definitely both runners are played extremely well in this race.
And the crazy part is that they're not even done yet. They have more to go. 22:05 from Aspo. Pretty good time as well.
Yeah, that's still a really good race time. Hopefully now Coral is able to keep that up. Keep up this level of play into his next races today.
Oh yeah, this will definitely give Coral a nice mental edge for the rest of his games today, because that is not easy time to contest. Like that could be a faster time than what Giz and Kavess get. So
oh yeah.
So that is really good for him. Now is the players coming in for a little interview, or?
I'm not sure.
I'll just give it a couple minutes, see what happens.
I think they're talking about it right now, so if they're gonna come in, they're gonna be coming in here soon.
Oh yeah, it is quite like stressful finishing a race. Like especially if you're playing well, like it's just like you get this pressure to make sure you stay on pace because you know you're doing so well. It's like, oh, I want to keep it this way. So yeah. So
Yo,
we'll ask Bo.
yo, let's make it quick, guys.
All right, well, just share your thoughts.
All right, yeah. How do you feel?
I mean, the tracks where I wanted to do better than him, I fucked up. Sorry, pardon my language. I mean, yeah, my SDA was totally trash. Holy Christ, that was so bad. Yeah, he was just overall better, I guess. It was a GG. Even though I played better, like overall, in my total time, I had no good feeling about this run. I can do so much better, and I'm gonna do better in my next game. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully, that's usually how that goes. Just get yourself, just shake it off and move on to the next one.
Yeah,
And-
that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Glad to hear it. Chloral, congrats on the win and also the PB. That is
Oh.
awesome.
Oh, thanks, dude. And GG to my friend Espo. GG.
Yeah,
Good race.
it was good.
I'm a little bit surprised about myself that I got such a solid run. And yeah, even got a 8-second PB, 8 seconds faster. And the warm-up today was not that good, so I thought I maybe get a high 21, but
I
Yeah.
mean, I was in voice comms with Mrs. Gizamoluk, and I was like, "Yeah, I had this really good Walrus score with 120," and he's like, "Yeah, Chlor just got a 118," and I'm like, "Fuck, I'm gonna lose this."
yeah, the Boris Golf was really amazing. And Everfrost Peak, I got 2 jumps, I think, two fast jumps, or 1 really fast jump. And
Nice.
after that, I thought, yeah, only Space Dust Alley, please don't let me boing 20 times on Space Dust Alley, because I saw you training that track before the tournament, and I know you're good at it. So
Yeah, I mean, my practice was really good in SDA, and then during the tournament, I think I had like 5 bonks or something, so I ended on like I went 35 or something. It was so horrible. I actually wanted to cry. So yeah,
yeah,
but it was GG's
fuck.
though.
Yeah,
You have good
yeah,
luck.
GG, my friend.
Good luck now. You're gonna race against Mrs. Gizamo.
Yes.
Isn't it Quest now?
No, it's you. I think, according to.
It's good.
I thought it's Quest.
You're facing a Kvess like at